Hello, Howell Family. This is Prince Kerr, the voice of HC. I hope you're all doing great. Before we get into this video, please hit that like button. It's good for the good old YouTube algorithm. It will be greatly appreciated. In today's conversation, I wanted to discuss why patience is important before our video this week, so let's talk about it. First, what does it even mean to be patient? And why should you be patient when you probably have so many things on your plate? Well, being patient comes down to delayed gratification, understanding to wait to receive what you want to receive as opposed to settling for what is in the moment because of your impatience. Sometimes we tend to believe or think, what if we wait and nothing happens? And then we start to force situations, or at least try to. We start to put thoughts in the air and speaking onto ourselves like we need something so bad. But doing this kind of takes away from what you're experiencing in the present moment. Always wishing for what is going to be tomorrow or what you feel you should have right now that you don't have kind of blinds you to what you actually have in the present. Imagine it like being a silkworm, for example. A silkworm that wants to be a butterfly so bad. Imagine this silkworm praying and wanting to be a butterfly and seeing all of his friends becoming butterflies and being like, I want to be a butterfly right now. Oh my God, if I was a butterfly, it would be so great. No matter what it takes, I want to be a butterfly. You can imagine the silkworm being depressed about his present and never actually enjoying his life as a silkworm because he's always wishing to be the butterfly. But just like every other silkworm, this silkworm needs about 3 weeks in the cocoon before it can become an actual healthy butterfly. Then imagine it once it gets in its cocoon. And 1 week into its transformation, the cocoon finally gets exactly what it asks for. The cocoon gets hit over by a bird and it's forced to become a butterfly prematurely. In that case, the silkworm would have gotten exactly what it wanted, to be a butterfly as quickly as possible. It was calling this onto itself. It was thinking about this and imagining this, even though the silkworm's family and everyone else told the silkworm, like, just wait, you're going to be a butterfly. The silkworm did not care. It wanted what it wanted. And now the worm is prematurely a butterfly. But this butterfly, which got exactly what it wanted, is damaged from the fall and can't really operate as the butterfly that it wanted to operate as because it only took 1 week to get what it wanted. It rushed its growth. Now place the butterfly story with you. You wanting everything right now. You not wanting to wait to receive what is already destined to be yours, just like the butterfly. Not being patient can lead you in a very similar scenario, where instead of becoming the full-fledged, beautiful butterfly, able to fly and do what butterflies do, you become overwhelmed by having to handle everything that you have spoken and rushed into existence. And then you receive what you're asking for, and then you have no idea what to do with it. You have no idea how to appreciate it. That's a whole new set of problems. Being impatient is exactly like this. It's not respecting that everything takes time. Everything worth it takes time. And in order to get the best out of your life, there are steps that you need to go through. And accepting that there are steps will help you appreciate every step. And the more you appreciate every step, the more you get experience. And the more experience you have is the better you're going to be able to be who you want to be when you are that person. Being impatient is like trying to make something what it's not. It's literally taking your present and saying, I don't want to have anything to do with this. I want what's here tomorrow. But if you don't appreciate what you have today, how will you know that you're going to appreciate what you're going to have tomorrow? Your mind is continuous. The things you want today, you probably had no idea that you would want. Right now, you're most likely at a place that when you were much younger, you always imagined yourself to be or wanted to be. Yet, in this moment, you're probably wishing to be something else. So, I don't know if you can mentally picture this or imagine this, but it becomes a thing where you're always wanting to be somewhere else all of the days of your life, to the point where you actually never get to live. When you were a child, you were wishing to be a teenager. When you're a teenager, you're wishing to be an adult. When you're an adult, you're wishing to be a more established adult, a better adult, a different adult. And then when you get old, you just have regret because you didn't live any of the days of your life. And now you know that it's coming to a close. Being patient helps you appreciate the experience of life. So it's more than just waiting. It's understanding. It's taking a moment to be. Patience is also important in relationships and situations that involve people, because unfortunately, things are not always as clear as day. No matter how much, for example, we love someone or want to be around someone, or no matter how much we appreciate a situation, sometimes that very situation is not exactly what we imagine it to be. And only with time can we learn that. So in the moment, we could try to force it and discover everything, and we might just come off as being a bit crazy. But if you take your time and you listen to what life is showing you, if you take your time and you find peace with yourself and the situation that you're in, you're able to perceive and notice different hints, different signs that life is trying to show you, so that you will be better able to make the decision when that time comes. Sometimes we don't realize it, but we're looking at situations with rose-colored glasses. But it's important to accept that not because you're looking at a situation, or let's say, not because you're looking at the sky with rose-colored glasses, doesn't mean that the sky is pink. And although this may be obvious, sometimes it takes us time to realize that. And this is where patience becomes such an important virtue. Patience helps with expectations, because what's in the dark always comes to light if you give it a chance to do so. Patience, I would say, is the master of all virtues, because it helps you ask yourself the right questions. Questions that you wouldn't know to ask yourself in advance or before you dealt with certain experiences. Helps you question what your ideal of life is. Helps you ask yourself questions such as, what are you doing right now that is against the pursuit to become the best version of you? And how can you work at stop doing it? It's like emptying a canoe of its weight so that it could float and sail the oceans of life. And that's a process. It doesn't just happen. You can't jump cut to a future that you aren't prepared for. So being patient doesn't mean to wait for an opportunity to come knocking at your door. And it doesn't mean that you're just going to sit there and hope for things to magically get better. It just means to give yourself the time so that you're able to make the best decision when it needs to be made. Patience helps to shape your life so that you're able to listen to the signs being shown to you every day. Sometimes we are working so hard on who we want to become that we never stop to appreciate who we have already come to be. And that is the real tragedy. You deserve to live and experience love within you, not just to exist, pay bills, and pass away. So these are some of the reasons that I think patience is important. So when we ask, why wait? Well, wait because you're worth it. It doesn't mean do nothing. It doesn't mean accept the circumstances that you're going through without trying to fix or do better. Rather, it means give yourself the opportunity to gather the information needed to actually do what you intend to do and be who you intend to be. But that's what I think. Let's have a conversation about what patience actually is in the comment section. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like waiting or not doing something is worth it at all? I'd love to hear what you think. If you want to hear more of my thoughts and you enjoy these types of videos, leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end, and thank you so much for all of the support lately. If you like this video and you enjoy our content, please do us a favor and hit that like button and share it with a friend. I'll see you on the next episode of Conversations on Howell Consultations, the how-to being true to you.